If you're lonely or confined to your room, at least you have your Game Boy.
হ্যালো।
হ্যালো, কে আপনি?
কিন্তু আপনি কার সঙ্গে কথা বলতে চান?
যদি বলি আপনার সঙ্গে।
Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage. I've reviewed almost 500 indie movies on the channel, and today I want to end my little 100 years of Mrinal Sen retrospective with his second to last film, which also celebrates its 30th anniversary this year. The 1993 Bengali language drama Antareen. It's based on the 1950 story Badshahat Ka Katima by Sadat Hasan Manto, and it's a very minimalistic film. Very little dialogue, only 90 minutes long, and featuring more or less just two main characters. Two lonely and isolated people, whose names we don't even learn throughout the film. One is a writer, played by Anjan Dutt, who moves into an old Kolkata mansion to find some inspiration. The other is a mysterious woman, played by Dimple Kapadia, who lives in some high-rise apartment and seemingly never leaves that place. Two strangers who develop a strange relationship after the woman starts randomly calling the writer on the phone. And that's basically what's happening in Antareen, at least on the surface. Under the surface is of course a little bit more, and again I'm certain that I didn't get everything as an outsider. What I enjoyed most about the film is its dense, melancholic and almost haunting atmosphere. It's beautifully shot, and the setting of this old, crumbling colonial mansion evokes the feeling of a bygone era that nonetheless still casts its shadow over the present. The decadence, feudal power structures, the oppression, you can still feel it lingering on. At one point, the little boy looking after the writer says there are of course no ghosts in that mansion, and yet it still feels like the ghosts of the past are still there. In this regard, the movie very much reminded me of Satyajit Ray's film Jalsaga, aka The Music Room. On the other side of the telephone, we have the woman, who lives in a modern building high above the city, and yet she's also very confined to her own little prison of life. Confined, or The Confined, is also what the title Antareen translates to. What exactly happened to her and why she is the way she is probably the main little mystery that keeps the movie going. Here the film is dealing with the oppression of women, with negligence, but also tradition, family and responsibility. Both Anjan Dutt and Dimple Kapadia are quite wonderful to watch, though it's certainly an art film, and while it's mostly very natural, there's certainly also an actor's edge to it, especially with Dimple Kapadia giving these prolonged, sad looks. It should also be mentioned that unfortunately she had to be dubbed, because apparently she wrongly felt that she would be able to speak Bengali convincingly, but she didn't. So her voice got dubbed by Anusha Chatterjee. I liked how their conversation, their engaging with another human being, slowly makes a change in their lives. There's also this little meta-element where one of Rabindranath Tagore's short stories, Hungry Stones, mirrors this story and is read and discussed by the characters in Antareen. Another element that can be easily missed, but speaks to the film's meticulous and again quite beautiful visual language, is how both characters are connected through some color choices. Her telephone is striking red. His is a subdued green. Later in the movie, when their connection grew, he is wearing red clothes while she is wearing green. I have also read in another review that there are a lot of connections to tea, the process of making it, serving it, drinking it, and how that is somehow connected to what's going on with their relationship. Overall, I think Antareen is a nice little film. Not one that blew my mind or excited me that much, but I really enjoyed its dark and dense atmosphere. So in German I'd say, Mrinal Sens vorletzter Film ist symbolträchtig, minimalistisch, melancholisch und irgendwie auch von eindringlicher Schönheit. I give Antareen 7 out of 10. It's more like 7.2, but I don't do that.
No.
Alright, that's it like always. Comment below and let me know what you think about Antareen. You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd and also on Patreon simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like. And make sure you hit that bell for all I have to tell.